So our first question is a recipe question. We're being told how much of each ingredient we need for 16 biscuits, and that we've got a certain amount and what's the maximum we can make. Now, I like to structure this, putting the fact together. So for butter, the fact is that 175 grams makes 16 biscuits. I've got 500, so I'll put that under the 175. And then I can use this grid to help me just structure the numbers, structure what I need to do. I'm going to multiply along the diagonal and divide by the number trapped in the corner. So 500 times 16 divided by 175 is £45.71. And then I'm really just going to repeat everything with the sugar and with the flour. So it's always the fact you've been given at the top, and then you multiply the diagonal and divide by the trapped. And this structure can be seen anywhere there's a fact. So exchange rates are another common one that we haven't seen yet. You could use it there. Litres to gallons. I could go on and on. Now we're being asked to work out the greatest number. Flour is our limiting ingredient. The most that the flour can make is 40. So it doesn't matter that we've got lots of the others. 40 is the greatest we can make. Okay, our next question is standard form. Now, this is going to be on the calculator paper, so we want to use the calculator as much as possible. However, the first question doesn't quite work with the calculator, so we are going to need to do that one by hand. So first of all, we need to get the decimal in the right place. We need one digit with value and then our point. So we're just going to count how many places we're going to need to move to get it where we need to get it. That's 5 places. And then we're going to write 7.547 times 10. And we're going to remember that it's a small number and we need a minus in front of our power. So minus 5. For question B, literally put it in your calculator, 34,200. And again, use your fraction key, put it in exactly how you see it, and your calculator will do the work. The one thing I would say about that is it's a 2-mark question. We've written one thing, so it's probably sensible to do a piece of method. So maybe pop the top straight in to your calculator again and get that value, just so you've got something extra down on the page. Okay, this question we're being asked to reflect shape P in the line y equals 3. So I'm going to go to the number 3 on the y-axis, draw my line, and then I will reflect in it. Please remember to use rulers, make those edges crisp and sharp. Tracing paper is great here. If you're going to use tracing paper, remember to use the line to flip in, and then the shape will magically go where it needs to go. Okay, our next question is a probability question. We're being told that we've got a round and a square pencil case. These are 2 different things. For the round pencil case, we have got 4 blue and 3 red, so a total of 7. So we've got 4 out of 7 and 3 out of 7. The square pencil case is different, so our fractions are different. This time we've got a total of 8, so we've got 3 out of 8 and 5 out of 8, and then that's just repeated again. We've got to work out the probability of getting 2 red pens. So following that red route, we've got 3/7 and 5/8. You multiply those together, always multiplying across a tree diagram, and you end up with 15/56. If you've got a tree diagram with more than one outcome, so more than one route through it, you would add those answers at the end. So it's always times and then add if you need to. Okay, our next question is asking us to find the length of AB, and we've been given a ratio embedded into the problem as well. Now, if I'm going to find the length, I'm either Pythag or trig. I don't have 2 sides, so this tells me it has to be trig. So I need to use the ratio information to help me find the missing angles A and B. So they've told me that B to A is 3:2. Now that ratio together gives me 5. The total that I need those two angles to add to is 90. 180 in a triangle, take the right angle, gives me 90. How do I get my 5 to become 90? I times by 18. I do the same to the other side, giving me my angles. B is 54, A is 36. And I can mark those onto my diagram so that I've got that clear. I only need one of those angles. So you've got to just choose one. I'm going to go with 54. 54 means that 14 is my opposite, and the side that I want is the hypotenuse. So I've got O and H, which is the sine function. So I have got sine 54 equaling my opposite 14 over my hypotenuse, which is my missing number x. Now the shortcut is to swap the x and the sine 54. If we just swap those around, we've then got the calculation that we need to put into our calculator. So that is 14 divided by sine 54, which gives us 17.304 ... and that's 17.3. Now, I want to explain the shortcut. I don't want to just do it, okay? The reason it works is because when you've got the unknown as a denominator, it's no good. We don't want that. So we're going to get rid of it by moving it across the other side, which means it lands as a times. It doesn't actually get x on its own, but it does get rid of the denominator. Now that times can attach itself to the sine 54, meaning that can come across and land as a divide. So in effect, the two just swap places, and that's why the shortcut is a workable, good shortcut.